Hey guys, it's Coley with Coley's Creations, and today I figured we would take some time because I haven't talked to you guys since this winter, and I just figured it's a good time for us to catch up and see where Coley's Creations is going for this year. So just want to give you some updates and some new products and how we revamped some of the old products, and just kind of what's been going on. So I want to apologize first that I really haven't been doing a lot of videos last year. Um, Early last spring, I had to take some time off for my health. Ended up with Bell's palsy from stress. So I had to basically do whatever was to the bare minimum of just getting things done. So for business, the big um, thing is to always make the products. After that, everything is just extra. So I didn't do all the shows I wanted to do. I just did literally the bare minimum. So I was like, okay, got all that under control. And then this year's like, okay, we got this. We're going to rock this out. And as of March, I'm working on a display, and one of the products fell, smacked my toe, and I might be off of crutches by next week. So that's kind of where we're at on things, trying to get everything set up for 2024. So yeah, today we're going to go over new products, revamping some products, how we tweaked things, kind of the events, and kind of what's going on this year. So there's going to be products I'm not going to be showing on the video because they didn't change. So yeah, let's just get into this. So today, I got all my notes over there. So some of the things that haven't changed for 2024 with packaging, ingredients, pricing. So our deodorants haven't changed. So our bergamot and lime, geranium and lemongrass, the bigger bars and the mini bars haven't changed in price, size, quality. None of that's changed. So good there. Our lip balms, we still just have lavender and peppermint. So there's that. Price hasn't changed there either. And our bath soaks, the cold and sinus and stress relief, they haven't changed at all either. So those are the products that I've got really nothing to talk about. Just wanted to put it out there. We're like, where are these? Well, they haven't changed. So, our bath bombs. So last year, and actually every year between 2020 and to beginning of this year, it was a struggle to make bath bombs because of one key ingredient. The pricing for that ingredient went through the roof. I always try to make affordable products with good to great quality ingredients. Yes, I always want the best ingredients out there. I always want to try to use organic as much as possible, but to make it affordable for you guys. So I have no problem if you guys want me to make, the organic, top of the line, whatever, but then the price is going to be reflected on that. So example being, someone wanted me to make a bar of soap with all these amazing ingredients, and I'm like, okay, I normally charge this much. You're going to be paying $20 to $30 for that bar of soap for that quality of ingredient. So, the past few years, citric acid has been off the charts in price. Pre-COVID, I was paying about $80 for 50 pounds. And I was like, okay, we're going to make bath bombs. We're going to get into this more. And then all of a sudden, COVID hit, and the price for it went up to $250 for 50 pounds. So now we're resting somewhere between like $110 and $120 for 50 pounds. So I was like, okay, that's a little more manageable. So working on creating the product to reflect that pricing and still make it affordable for you guys, we've tweaked a couple little things. So I noticed that at the shows, kids run up, bath bombs, can I get one? And of course, I make these huge honking ones, right? And we all look at the price, and it's that's pricey. So what we did this year is half the size for half the price. I hate shrinkflation just as much as you guys do. And if you don't know what shrinkflation is, it's where a company will take a product, whatever the volume is, shrink it, and either keep the price the same or jack up the price. I have a hard time with that. For me, it feels very dishonest. I get that we have to make profits, but I think the quality and size of your product should go up in price, correctly, not where you're lowering something and then jacking up the price. So for sinus relax and tranquil night bath bombs, what we did was, instead of them being the big ball ones, we just made them into these little discs. So instead of being $6, now they're $3. They're half the size, half the price. But if you're like, I still like the big bath bomb and blah, blah, blah. Well, for $6, you can just buy 2 halves and you'll get the same size. So yeah, this is our Relax, Tranquil Nights, and Sinus. So they're just the little discs now. Unicorn Poop stayed the same. The Pokemon Bath Bombs stayed the same. Ring Bath Bombs stayed the same. And the Selection Cauldrons stayed the same. We're not doing TNT Bath Bombs as of right now, because I can't find the little dudes that go in the bath bomb for a fair price or at all. So it's like the thing disappeared. But we do have a new bath bomb for this year. I have been putting this one off since I started making bath bombs. I saw it on, I was like, oh, I love this. It's one of my favorite things. And I was like, oh, this would be so cool. And I just put it off every year because I did. So it is this. It is a Dragon Ball bath bomb. I don't know if I'm going to have it at my next show. I kind of ran out of an ingredient to make a whole batch. So with that, I'm hoping it's going to be ready by the time we get to a show. But it's from the Dragon Ball series. It's inspired by the Dragon Balls. So they'll be available soon. I've been putting them off forever and a day, but this year with the creator's passing, it was like, okay, if I don't do it now, I'm never going to be able to do this. So, and we still have our bath dust, which I always call them the bath bombs for the impatient. So it's those little bags with bath bomb leftovers. You sprinkle it in and it activates right away. So those are still $3. They're still available. So what is next? Our beard serums. I ended up reformulating and rebranding one of our beard serums. So for a healthy beard, we offer 2 beard serums, and you do kind of want to rotate your beard serums out. One reason for that is because your skin and your beard will actually get used to it, and it will actually stop promoting a healthy growth and just overall facial health as well. So we have a conditioning beard serum. I know it's kind of bright, and there we go. Conditioning beard serum. And that's going to help keep a soft, luxurious beard. And then we have now our beard rejuvenating. And that's going to help take care of, it's more like a deep conditioning serum. It's going to help with follicle growth, helping keep your skin healthy underneath and stuff like that. So you do want to rotate, and even good beard serum companies will tell you that you want to rotate between beard serums so you can actually have a healthy skin and a healthy beard as well. So this one was massively reformulated this year. Our scrubs. So we used to have salt scrubs, and we actually scrapped the whole line. So now we have a product that was inspired by foaming, cleansing, exfoliating scrubs, but with our own little twist. So part of it is if you use a foaming agent to create a lather, it's either chemical-based or synthetic-based, and that's not part of our quality brand of ingredients. So we're using a liquid Castile soap as the base. So you're not really going to get a huge lather. It's not going to foam, but it is going to cleanse. So that's the downside there too. So what we wanted to do for the exfoliation was we went with plant-based. So we went with chia seeds and poppy seeds for the face. So now we actually have one for your face, where we only had body before. And now we also have for the body, we're just doing one fragrance for right now. We're going to see how everyone likes it. But it's a chia seed, poppy seed, and orange peel. So the color is a little weird. It's going to look a little weird, but from our personal testing and the other guinea pigs that I use, of people, not animals. We don't test on animals. But I like, my sister came over and I'm like, here, you need to try this because you're into healthy organic stuff even more than I am. So we tried some things out. So it's gonna look weird. I promise you it works great. So this is the peppermint body wash and scrub. So if you could see, we got little chia seeds in there, little poppy seeds, and the reason it's orange is because of the orange peel. And then our face one, it's got the poppy seeds and chia seeds in there too. So it's going to feel like a gel because the solidification of the chia seeds, because if you've ever made like a chia seed pudding or whatever, you know, it turns into that pudding gel kind of thing. So it's jelly, like, you know, like when you use a shower gel. It's got that kind of texture, but it's got a cleansing agent then, and it's got a nice soft scrub instead of something harsh like salt or even sugar, because sugar can get a little bit of skin irritatingness. That's the word I'm looking for. So as of right now, we still got them in our nice little blue jars. You might want to stir it up a little bit because it doesn't have the foaming agents in it to help, and I had the word and I lost, stabilize where the granules are supposed to be at. So that's that. Our shower steamers. So we revamped the size of it. You're still going to be getting the same volume of shower steamers, but we changed the size of each. We used to call them a tablet. Now they're a little cube. So yeah, let me show you this. So I grabbed the tri-pack. So you're going to have 2 cubes of each fragrance like we normally do, or you're going to have 6 when you pick out like a regular the wake up, the sinus relief, or the go to sleep. So you get 1 cube. And I'm just going to show you. This is about the size of the cube, maybe 1 inch by 1 inch, something like that. And I think it's going to work better for, I'm going to throw my husband on the bus. It's going to be people who don't follow directions really well. So before, someone like me or someone who actually has been around shower steamers, they know how to get maximum use out of it. So when we're doing the tablets, if you were really good at positioning it in your shower and figuring out how to use it, you could get about 3 good uses out of it. My husband, it was a one-use tablet all the time. I think my dad even falls into that category where it's just, I put it there, it worked great, it's gone, you know. So these are more of designed as a one-use tablet. So before, when you were getting 3 tablets, you could get between 1 and 3 uses. Now with these cubes, it's a definite guaranteed 1 use. You could probably get 2 if you try really, really hard, but it's designed more for 1 uses. So it's $4 for 6 cubes. It ends up being the same volume of product that we had before. Okay, soaps. Here's where, again, I had another ingredient that skyrocketed. There wasn't really anything I could do about it, so we did have to up the prices this year on soaps. So if you go to my shows, you know, we've got the large bars and we have little small bars. They're going to be $8 for the large bar, $4 for the small bar. And we did change a couple little things on this. So in the past, we've used mica for our colorants, and we still use mica for our colorants. But we have some people that don't want to use it. I'm leery on using micas. Personally, it's my preference. But what I've also noticed is when I make an ingredient, the recommendation is so much higher than actually what I use. So to make 4 pounds of soap, for example, they want me to use a teaspoon per pound of soap. So they want me to use 4 teaspoons of colorant for 4 pounds of soap. So I was like, yeah, how about let's just use a teaspoon total. So I try to use as least amount as I can on that. So I've got that going for us. So, but instead for our single scent bars, like eucalyptus, lavender, patchouli, peppermint, and spearmint, we've actually switched them over to a plant-based colorant. So it's like indigo plant powder, spinach powder, madder root, things of that nature. So, but it's not going to be as shiny anymore or as bright. So it's kind of a dullish color, but it is a natural plant base. So this is the eucalyptus with indigo, our lavender, and it's got a blend of madder root and indigo powder in it to kind of try to give it a purple hue. This is patchouli with the madder root, and our spearmint with the spinach powder in it. So it doesn't have that shine, it doesn't have that boldness, but it gives my customers an option of where they're like, I don't want to use micas, so here's some plant-based colorants. Facial cleansing will still use the activated charcoal, so that hasn't changed in that way either. So if you do notice that you walk up and you're like, these are really bright and these are really dull, that's the reason why the colorants are so different this year. And now we've also shrink wrapped all of our soaps. So they're going to stay in these nice little shrink wrapped containers, or shrink wrap packaging. So we're switching over to that this year with our soaps. So yeah, that's our soaps. So last year I kind of completely crapped out and didn't tell you guys what was new for 2023. So we're going to kind of do a recap of what was new for last year. And it sounds really weird when I say this. It's like I kind of got into making products that involve fire. It sounds really weird, but it's to provide an option of a healthier alternative for other things. So we made some fire starters. So we used good quality ingredients to help use, instead of like chemical based, like we'll just start with the charcoal grill. So with our charcoal grill, we made these little fire starters. So basically it's wax and some wood material, and you light it and it activates the charcoal cube things and starts your charcoal grill. Instead of using like the lighter fluid and all that stuff. So you're not getting any like chemical-y stuff in your food. We also use like coconut wax. So coconut wax is actually, I wouldn't eat it, but it is food friendly. And then we have these larger ones for campfires. This one has lemongrass in it. And we noticed that when we were doing our little bonfires, we would start it up, and, you know, in the summer, there's bugs everywhere. And it was really funny because we were staying around our fire. And usually when there's a fire, you're still swatting flies away because there's no smoke around that area, wherever you're at. But we noticed that literally there was this ring, like a 5-foot radius of just the bugs stayed at least 5 feet away. So that was a really unique experience. So with the lemongrass, it helps keep bugs away while you're doing this, but it also starts your bonfires a little easier. And so you would just light it, let it go, and also start it like, people are like, well, it didn't work right away. I'm like, did you literally put it on a log? You still need to use it like you're creating. So you want some kindling, you want little twigs. So, one thing lights, next thing lights, and it actually creates your bonfire. The last thing that we created that involves fire is our wine bottle tiki torches. And this is what fell and smashed my toe and hurt my foot. So these are hydro-dipped wine bottles that we turn into tiki torches. So what you want to do is you want to fill the bottom of these with a little bit of sand or some small pebbles to keep weight so it has some balance to it. Also, if you have it up high enough, it will also help stabilize where the wick needs to be. So you have your I had the word, and it's got, you have this thing, and it just nicely goes in there. The wick is in there. You light, you fill it with your favorite tiki fluid. Don't put the gel. If you look online, everyone's like, don't buy tiki torches because they explode. What happens is if you put tiki torch gel instead of the fuel, the liquid, yeah, that is shown to explode, the gel, but not the liquid. So also what makes it really cool is it comes with a little snuffer. So when you're done, instead of blowing out the tiki torch and making a mess everywhere, to save the wick and be safe, it fits on perfectly like that. Also, so you don't lose it, it has a little chain. And it ties on really nicely, and then it just sits there like that. So those are our wine bottle tiki torches. And so that was actually everything that we've already created and revamped, and we're 20 minutes in, and we're now just getting to what's new for 2024. So, new for 2024. We still have our sprays. We have our afterburn and our bug spray that we've always had. But now we moved into some toilet sprays. So think Poopery. So we have two of them now. One is floral citrus and the other one is mint grass. This is a lavender lemon. And then this one's a mint lemongrass. So depending on how things smell when you go, all you do is you spray a couple sprays inside the toilet, do your business, flush, and the smells help. I'll get rid of that. They're $8 like the rest of our sprays. So there's that. We've been asked for a lot of different products, and I didn't know how I wanted to go with some of them. Some people were like, hey, can you do this? Can you do this? So I kind of figured out a mesh between this, because some people want me to sell some of the essential oils I use straight up, and I don't always feel good about selling essential oils without a carrier oil with them. The biggest reason is because if people don't know how to use essential oils correctly, it does cause damage if you don't use the right volume of carrier oil to it either. So we created some of those rollers that you've been seeing. So we have three. We have our Relax. So it's a lavender. Did I actually? No, of course I didn't write down the ingredients. This is lavender, lemon, bergamot, and orange. And you're wondering why there's citrus with Relax. When we've been doing a lot of things to help with anxiety, using like lavender to help decompress everything and calm you down, that actually helps out a lot. But part of relaxing is also to get a focus. So using low dosages of citrus helps get focus. So that's a blend of this, and it's got the metal roller in it, so you would just roll it on. So we have that one. We also have one that's like a vapor rub, so we called it Cold and Sinus. It's got eucalyptus, peppermint, and lavender in it to help you feel better when you're not feeling so good. And we also have a bug bite roller, so if you forgot to put the bug spray on, you get bit, you just roll it on, and it helps alleviate some of the itching and uncomfortableness with a bug bite. And those are $10 a piece. And then our last one are these little sachets, however you want to put it. And they're going to be like little potpourri bags. So you put them in a drawer, or like I have like one sitting on my desk. And think of it as like a dry diffuser. So they're full of essential oils and some dried flowers. So we got one that's called Breathe, and it's eucalyptus and peppermint essential oils with spearmint and eucalyptus dried leaves in there. Let's see if we can get some detail there. So there we go. So we got that one. We have a Relax one, and it's just full of lavender buds with lavender. And then our last one is Rose Blossom, and it's got dried rose petals in it, and it has a bergamot and orange essential oils in it just to give some nice smells. So something with that. And those are $3 a piece. So that's all of our products for this year. So where can we get them, right? So we have some events coming up. I have some confirmed ones. I have some where I've got contracts pending. So I'm going to tell you where we're confirmed to be at for the year. And then I'm going to tell you where I'm hoping to be at for the year. So right now I've got a confirmed show with the DeKalb Back Alley Market. It's May 11th. And it's right off of 38. And this year it's actually 2nd Street, 3rd Street, and Palmer Court. So you used to just started off on Palmer Court. Now it's all of 2nd, or it's actually part of 2nd this year. There's something going on, but it's part of 2nd and all of 3rd. Within that, between 38 and that other road that I can't think of if you're in DeKalb. So basically, what I suggest is everyone find some parking near 38. If you're trying to like find it on Google or like, because there's really no address, It's on 38 between second and it's right off of 38 between second and third street. So, and that's from 9 to 3. I've got Holidazzle in October, and that's October 19th and 20th, and that's at the Winnebago County Fairgrounds. I know that's a far way out. I also have some products that I'm working on for more of the winter months, so we're going to also be launching them there. And then we have Holiday Blitz, and that's at the State Line Sports Group in McChesney Park, and that's November 23rd and 24th. And if things are going right, I think Santa's going to be back there. So a couple pending shows I've got going I'm waiting for is the Kirkland 4th of July. I'm looking into doing some of the events with Open Door Coffee and Back Alley Market. The DeKalb Back Alley Market has way more events, so I'm just waiting to fill out my contracts and get them back with them. So if I have got any other things, always look back on Facebook. I do always update when I get an upcoming event. I send out the street address, if there's admission, what the times are, where it's at. I try to do minimally pictures of my booth so you can see the products before you come out. And most of the time I try to just do a live video, walk you through so you can find it easier. That's pretty much one of the reasons why I do the live. It's so you can walk in, you can see a visual of like where I'm at, so you can find me easier. And then it's like a virtual tour of the booths. You're like, where's the soap? Oh, there it is. Or where's the bath bombs at? So you can kind of find out where everything is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this super long video. We're pushing a half hour of me talking to myself and to you guys. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to comment below. I can get you some information that way. And if not, I hope to see you guys soon at our events. And I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of 2024. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.